Once upon a time, in the bustling town of Greendale, there was a small school named Willow Creek Primary. Among the cheerful kids, there were three close friends, Emma, Jack, and Mia, often seen chatting and laughing under the giant willow tree. They were inseparable. One sunny afternoon during recess, the children decided to explore the small forest near their school. It was a place they had often imagined as mysterious and full of adventures. Holding hands, singing songs, they ventured deeper into the woods. As they walked further, the forest grew thicker and shadows played amongst the branches. Emma, the most adventurous of the trio, suggested they start a treasure hunt. They began looking for shiny stones and peculiar sticks. It was then that they encountered an old man sitting by a large oak tree. The man had a gentle smile and wore a hat that seemed almost timeless. "Hello, children," he said softly. "I have lived in these parts for many years. Would you like to hear some stories of the forest?" Jack, who was cautious by nature, remembered the advice from their teacher, Mrs. Thompson, always be careful with strangers. He tugged at his friend's sleeves, whispering, "We should be careful." However, Mia, with her curious eyes, was intrigued by the idea of hearing tales of the woods. "Just a quick listen, Jack. What harm could a story do?" she asked. Emma, always eager for excitement, agreed. "I think it sounds fun." Jack reluctantly agreed, his eyes vigilant and his senses alert. The old man began weaving stories about ancient trees, whispering winds, and hidden creatures. As he spoke, his words felt enchanting, yet Jack couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Feeling uneasy, he whispered to his friends, "Remember, we promised Mrs. Thompson to stay safe." Emma and Mia, caught in awe, glanced at Jack and then back at the man. Realizing they were forgetting themselves and Mrs. Thompson's teachings, Emma said, "Thank you for your stories, sir, but we must get back now." As they walked away, they heard the man's voice, kindly yet firm. "Smart children," he called out, "always trust your instincts and be cautious." Returning to school, Jack was pleased that they had made the safe choice. Mrs. Thompson, noticing their thoughtful expressions, asked if everything was all right. Jack explained their adventure, emphasizing the lesson they all learned. Mrs. Thompson smiled and said, "Understanding boundaries and knowing when to walk away is very important. Each of you showed wisdom today." She praised them for listening to their instincts and making safe choices. The children realized then that while adventures were fun, there were always lessons to be learned, especially about staying safe. With reinforced ideas of boundaries and rules, they continued their adventures but with a mindful caution that accompanied youthful curiosity. From that day, Emma, Jack, and Mia were not only known for their playful spirits but also their wise and cautious approaches, teaching others at Willow Creek Primary the importance of safety, boundaries, and listening to one's instincts.